Hey there, this is Dana Mitchell, and we are going to get started with our Zoom call. And today we're talking about essential oils and kids. And so it's just now our time to get started with our meeting, and so some people may be hopping on. But for those of you who are watching the replay, which I think there will be a lot of you because today is Saturday and it's the middle of the day, I was trying to find a time that would be kind of available for a lot of different people. And so I'm trying Saturday this is our first go round with having a class. So I am excited and I'm a little nervous, I'll be honest, because I am new to doing Zoom classes. So lots and lots of good information for you. I have notes because I want to make sure I stay on task and don't go off on tangents. If you're watching the replay, please comment below that you were able to jump on. And also, if you have any questions along the way, pop those in. I will come back and answer those as I see them. And so let me get started by saying thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. And I am Dana Mitchell. And you're probably watching this in our group, Master Essential Oils, or on my Facebook page, which is Master Essential Oils with Dana Mitchell. So a little bit about me. I am a wife of 24 years this week. We've been married 24 years. And I'm a mom, and I have one daughter who is almost 10. And she's an only child, and I am an only child as well. So that brings its own challenges. We have lived in Georgia for many years, and before that, Alabama. So I'm from the South, and you can probably tell that from my accent. My background is in human resources, and I have worked in HR for about 25 years. And for the last 15, I've worked for myself and been doing a lot of coaching, leadership training, and access database work. So process mapping, productivity organizing, that's kind of my area of expertise. Other than that, I like to have fun. I like to try to find humor in things. I like to spend time with family and friends. I like to entertain. And being a mom is my biggest achievement, which parenting is hard, y'all. I mean, nobody really can prepare you for that. And so that's part of what has led me to essential oils. So essential oils are huge in our life, and that's why I'm so excited to talk to you guys about it today. Doterra is our favorite brand. And I looked at lots of different oils, and I have tried different oils in the past over the last number of years. I've even grown my own lavender and peppermint and stuff like that. But Doterra is amazing, and I wanted a brand that was pure, that shared their testing, because my background is in manufacturing, and quality control has always been a buzzword in my family. My husband is in manufacturing as well. He's an engineer, and he's big on, testing and data and all that kind of stuff. And Doterra shares that with all of us, and they have great resources about what they do and how to test. And in fact, I just learned this, on the bottom of every bottle is a lot number. Can't even see it here, but there's a lot number on the bottom, and you can look it up on one of their websites, and I can give you the address, and you can learn all about that batch of oil, which is amazing. So I use Doterra. The mission for Doterra is to get oil education out to the world, and for every household to have access and be able to use essential oils to help their families in a natural way. They also have amazing mission efforts in that they work with people all over the world to help them grow herbs for the oils, and they teach them how to do it. And these are third world countries, and it's amazing to see the stories of Doterra coming in, grouping together farmers, educating them, teaching them, and setting them up for their own businesses. There's no middleman, and along with that, a lot of times they will bring in water health, education, all kinds of wonderful things that I have taken for granted just living in the United States. So that's another reason why I love Doterra. The reason I'm talking about oils is because I am so passionate about them. Years ago, I struggled, and I mean, I still struggle, but struggled with a lot of health issues personally that doctors told me there are no answers. It's all in your head. You just got to deal with it. And I didn't like that answer and kept on looking for things to help me feel better, to be a better wife, to be a better mom, to be engaged in my life, and to be able to live my best life. So honestly, what happened was my daughter came along and things shifted in a big way, and I focused on her. So the first thing we did was looked for a solution for my daughter's sleep issues. And we had years of struggling with it, and the oils came into our life about 4.5 years ago. And I was not focused on me. I was focused on her. So that is what started us with essential oils. I needed a solution for her sleep, and I did not want to put her on medication. We were looking at melatonin and other things. And so I was introduced to the oils, and that started it. And then we found that, hey, it helps all of us in our family, not just my daughter. And we started telling people about it, and all of a sudden, boom, I have a business, and I love it. I love helping you guys figure out what oils are and how you can use them in your household and with your family. So today we are talking about oils and kids, and I have put together a slide presentation, so I'll share it with you guys now. I'm going to share this with you. Here we go. Let's get this. Okay, here we are. So you will still be able to see me, and I'm going to talk through a lot of this great information. So what are we going to discuss today? So we're going to talk about what are essential oils, 4 types of oil, different types that you can use and different ways you can use them. What are carrier oils? You may hear that frequently when you hear people discuss essential oils. Oil safety, dilution, and oils for things like focus, sleep, stress, and then I'll answer any questions. People are going to be hopping on, and I'm going to try to hold off some of the questions till the end. All right, what are essential oils? Well, they are extracts that are natural aromatic compounds found in different parts of the plant. And this could be pieces, leaves, stems, roots, all different parts of the plant. And they are incredibly concentrated when they are either distilled or pressed into essential oils. And essential oils are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. So an example is in a 15 milliliter bottle of lavender, and so this is a 15 milliliter bottle, there are 150 pounds of flowers. In a bottle of lemon, it contains 45 lemons just in that bottle. And 1 drop of peppermint is equal to 28 cups of peppermint tea. So incredibly concentrated. Many people use essential oils in partnership with or as a first line of defense in their health. A lot of times you'll go to the doctor and you'll pay your copay and do all that, and they'll tell you, well, it's a virus and you just need to write it out and rest. Well, I've heard that so many times, and when we're dealing with our children who feel terrible, you're really just trying to figure out, what can I do to make them feel better? And essential oils are an option for just that. Essential oils can be used for children, babies, elderly folks, sensitive skin, and adults. And so they have a wide range of applications for all kinds of different people. They can be used on animals as well, and for cleaning in your home. So essential oils are popping up everywhere. We're hearing a lot about them. About 5 years ago, you never heard anything about oils. And when I would try to talk to people about them, that was quite challenging. But now, even when you buy your household products, like bleach has lavender in it and different things. So it's becoming more mainstream, thankfully. So there are 4 types of essential oils. And I found this fascinating because I assumed all oils were the same. And that is not correct. All oils are not the same. In fact, the largest grouping of oils are synthetics. And those are in things like perfumes, candles, and in these household products that I mentioned. Then you have food. So mints, toothpaste, coffee creamers, confections, they have essential oils in them. And that's a different category, a different grade. Therapeutic is pure oil. And it's important to know that there is no regulation on essential oil at this point. I think it's coming, but right now, anybody can say that their oil is 100% pure. And I've read something like you have to have 10% of a oil, not even the oil that's listed on the container, to be able to put that type of information on the labeling. So I'm looking here to see what I've got. I've got all blends, but you want to be really sure that you know what type of oil you are using. So because of all of that, my favorite brand, Doterra, created this other section of the market, and it's called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade, and that's a Doterra level. And they have all kinds of criteria that they meet publicly and give us the information so that we know that they are a pure essential oil company. So you want to be careful, especially when you're putting oils on your children, that you know what is in the oil. A lot of companies, they fill up these bottles with synthetics and they put just a little bit of a pure oil in it. They call it pure. People who heat up oil, so like plug-ins, candles, things like that, just know that when you heat up oil, that it changes the properties and the benefits that you're trying to reach with essential oils. If it's a synthetic, that means it's made in the lab and it's not a pure oil and it will not give you any therapeutic benefits. It's a synthetic, it's only for smell. So I found that all of that really interesting when I was getting into essential oils. So let's talk about the ways that you can use essential oils when we're talking about putting them on our children. 3 main ways are aromatic, topical, and then internal. And then there's another section that I'm going to cover briefly about using oils to clean and disinfect your house. So aromatic is using oils in the air to smell, or putting it on your in your environment where you can smell them. I have a diffuser going, which I can't really show you, but that is a way that you can smell essential oils in the air. A diffuser is a machine that is a cold machine, and it has water in it, and you put your oil in it, and then it diffuses the oil into the air so that everybody can enjoy it. Another way to use this in an oil aromatically is just simply to open the bottle. Just open it up and smell it. And the benefits of using an aromatic oil or using an oil aromatically is that you bring the aroma into your nose, up into your brain, into the limbic system, and then those are the parts of the brain that emotions are stored. And so oils that you use aromatically are great for the mood, cleaning the air, being able to support breathing. Those are ways that aromatic oils can help you with your children. Putting essential oils on a cotton ball and putting it in a book bag, that'll help the smell. Making a spray with water and essential oils and spraying sports equipment, That will help not only disinfect, but it'll help with the smell. Making misting sprays to put on pillows for kiddos that are having trouble going to sleep. All of those are ways that oils help you aromatically. The next way is topically, which is applying it to your body where you need it. So a couple of ways you can do that is to take a drop of oil and put a carrier oil with it, and I'll get into carrier oils in a minute, but you always want to dilute oils for children and babies. And later on, I'll give you a chart and give you information about what to do and how to do that. When you apply oil on the body, you can either put it where you need it, or for children, a good place is to put it on their feet. And I don't know if you, as a child, had your parents or your mom put Vicks Vapor Rub on your feet when you were sick and put socks on. It's that same thing. You put it on your feet because that is where the largest pores are, on the bottom of your feet, and it will absorb quickly and then service the rest of your body. You can add essential oils to bath salts and then put it in water. You can also use oils on the places that you need it. So if you have a pain, you can put lavender on it. You can put deep blue, which is a blend. You can use deep blue rub, which is a blend, and it's in a rub lotion form. You can put oils in a unscented lotion, and that way it will dilute it and helps you spread it out. The other thing that Doterra just came out with is this really, really cute kit of kid oils, and they are 6 different blends unique for kids, and it's kind of the mind, body, and heart. So let's see, and they have a little cute instructions that it tells about each oil and what it does, and they are formulated for kids. They are different blends than the other blends that they already have, but they are diluted correctly for kids of all ages, and they have a roller tip on them. I'm not sure if you can see this. So you simply hand your child, or you can do it, the roller, and they roll it on their feet. So then that way they're empowered to be able to do it themselves, which a lot of kids want to do. Me do it. Can you remember hearing that when kids are little? And those of you who have little ones, that's the kind of thing that frustrates us as a parent, of trying to help them with their health. Me do it. These rollers allow you to hand your child something where you couldn't do that with traditional medication. They can roll it on, and they're not going to overdo it. It's diluted strictly for kids, and they will it's going to be appropriate for them. Other things that you can use when you're applying oil topically are things like this vapor stick, which is amazing. It's a gel-based, aloe-based. You can tell I've used it. It's kind of icky. And it's great for breathing. It's great for congestion. It's great for these spring months where we're having some issues with all the blooming. Other topical uses, and I didn't bring it, but there is great On Guard hand sanitizing spray. It comes in a little sprayer. It's very convenient for purses, book bags, cars. And that is another way that you can spray essential oils on that help cleanse, disinfect, and build your immune system all in one. So it's amazing. So the third way, let's talk about internal use. For adults, when you have an oil that is pure and you're confident that it's okay to use it internally, again, I trust Doterra and I've researched it, and so I use Doterra internally. The bottles themselves will have information on which oils you can use internally. Well, and it just so happens I didn't bring any that have that on it, but citrus, lavender, lots of oregano, thyme, all kinds of different oils you can use internally if you're an adult. So for kids, do not use internal oils for kiddos under the age of 10. Some people say 7. My personal opinion is 10. Better safe than sorry, because you can always use them aromatically and topically. Those are a good way to go. But oils that you can use internally, for Doterra, they will say it on the bottle, and there will be supplemental facts. And that is my trick to know which oils can go in the body, because it says supplemental facts. I use them internally by dropping lemon in my water. I tell you, I make gel caps or veggie caps with oil in them, and we take them, those kind of things. So that would be internal use. The last one of these that I'm going to tell you about, ways to use oils, I added here at the end, because with kiddos, we are always trying to keep the germs away. So cleaning and disinfecting. Essential oils are amazing for that, and is a natural way that you can clean your house so that you're not bringing in a whole lot of toxic load for yourself and your children by using a whole lot of chemicals. Now, people are concerned about doing that, and that is a personal preference. I have been using essential oils to clean for a number of years, and it's amazing for us. We do really well with that. We seem to skirt a lot of the things that are going around, that children are little carriers of things. And other ways you can use oils is you can make solution spray bottles with essential oils with water and share them with your kids. They can help you clean. We're all helping to teach our children to be great adults at some point, and teaching them how to take care of their surroundings and environment is part of that. So I have been making essential oil blends that my daughter can help wipe down her own counter. I like to make misting sprays for stuffed animals and things like that. And then Doterra has something called On Guard Concentrate, which is a concentrated blend of On Guard and such, where you can make your own cleaners and things for large toys, tables, bathrooms, that kind of stuff. So these are the 3 ways that you can use essential oils: aromatically, air; topically, on the body; internally, don't do it if they're under age 10; and then a side note of cleaning. So hopefully that has been helpful on how to use oils. So the next topic is oil safety. So when we're talking about using essential oils with kids, there are a few things that I want to make sure that you're aware of. Make sure to check the label of the oil about how it's to be used, especially application methods. And the bottles for Doterra will have on there which ways you can use oils. And I have tons of resources in my groups on my Facebook page. You can find stuff on online. Doterra has an excellent website. Every single oil and blend and product they have in their wellness line is listed on all the different ways you can use it. So make sure you know what your oil is and how to use it. A lot of oils come, like this touch kit, come pre-diluted and in a roller. So those are really convenient, easy to use. It's already made for your children, and that's a good way to go. If you're unsure, get a touch roller. Super, super easy to use. They're convenient. You carry them in your purse, in your car, travel with them. Very, very helpful. Store oils safely, because kiddos, when you're getting them involved, you can have them pick their oil they want to diffuse. They can smell them and experience them, but they become fun, and you want to make sure that you store them away from little hands, because you don't want them to get a hold of a bottle and pour it out all over the floor, pour it all over their body. Less is more, because essential oils are so concentrated that you want to make sure that they don't get a hold of a bottle and just pour the whole thing on them. Now, the other thing is that you want to make sure that you store them out of sunlight. So when we're talking about storing them safely, that's another important tip. You don't want your oil to be heated up. You don't want to store it in a windowsill or right next to the stove or oven. So you want to make sure that it's not heating up, because that could change the therapeutic benefits and you wouldn't get as much benefit from it as you were hoping for. Include your children. Have them pick out oils that they want to diffuse. Oils can be uplifting and calming, depending on which one you choose. That's always helpful for them to be involved. And as they are smelling them, to pick out which one they want to diffuse, they're also getting benefits that way. Never put oil in the ears or in the nose. That is a fallacy that I have seen online. People have talked about that, drop the oil in. No. So for things like ear discomfort, ear pain that a lot of kiddos have, don't drop it in the ear. You can put diluted melaleuca, for example, 1 drop of melaleuca, diluted heavily for children, and put it all around the ear bone and kind of down the back of the neck. You can do that every couple of hours, and that will help with if it's a viral, bacterial, whatever type of infection, and with the pain. So that's where you would do that. Dilution, as we talked about, we're going to talk more about that in a second. Always, always, always dilute oils when you're using them on children, babies, pregnant women, and those with sensitive skin. Okay? So go with the rule. Less is more and more often. Remember, 1 drop is all you need, and that is an important thing to remember. Carrier oils. This is a topic that a lot of people don't really go into detail about. So we're going to talk about carrier oils. A carrier is a way you can dilute essential oil. So carrier oils are, the responsibility is you carry the essential oil into the skin for absorption. When we talk about using 1 tiny drop, then it's important that you have a way that you can spread it out. So a carrier oil is a way you can do that. Carrier oils can be anything from this wonderful fractionated coconut oil, which is the thick coconut with like a molecule, I think, taken out, and it allows it to be room temperature. Liquid at room temperature. It doesn't smell. Coconut oil is amazing for your body just by itself. It's got a long shelf life. It absorbs very quickly, and it's not greasy. That's why I love this. This is Doterra's brand. You can use thick coconut. You can use grapeseed, almond, jojoba. Okay, I think we're back. Technical difficulties. So we're trying to figure it out over here. So carrier oils. I talked about fractionated coconut. You can use the thick coconut, and in a pinch, you can use even olive oil. So what the purpose is you want to be able to dilute and thin out to be able to spread 1 drop of essential oils. So that is the purpose. Some people use it to slow down absorption. So you can put a carrier or some type of unscented lotion. That's another carrier. You can put that on the body or the feet first, put your oil on top, and it'll help to slow absorption. You can speed up absorption by putting the oil with a carrier on and then more carrier on top to kind of push it into the body. Carrier is a must for children. And rollers have essential oils, and it's filled or topped off with carrier oil. So that's how those are made. When you make your own roller, like I make my own with Balance from Addie, You put essential oil in, a number of drops that you need, and then you fill the rest up with a carrier oil. Doterra, this is the show and tell moment here. Doterra has this awesome pump. Check it out. So you can have your carrier and then a little pump. And then when you make your rollers, you just pump right into it to make it really, really easy. Okay, another thing that I want to bring to your attention about essential oils, and I found this on this this website, Tisserand. I don't know how he pronounces his name, but he is like the man that knows all the studies and things about essential oils. Wonderful website, tons of information. He cites all kinds of studies, medical studies, all that about the oils being used and what they have found. Good stuff. But he has posted, and other people have talked about online, about peppermint and eucalyptus use for children. So I wanted to bring this to your attention so that you can see, best to avoid peppermint altogether for children under 3. 3 to 6 can be diffused, but make sure it's like 1 drop in your diffuser with all your water. Eucalyptus, you can see the information here as well. It can be diffused or can be applied topically in a 0.5%. Can be diffused or applied for 3 to 6 year olds at a 1%. So important for you to know that. Other dosage requirements. So here's a chart, and I'm going to make this available for you guys. In fact, I've got a handout that I'm putting together that I'm going to share, that you can actually pull it and download it. So you don't have to have a lot of notes. And I'm going to have recipes and these charts in there for you. So dosage, this is awesome. You can figure out as far as height and weight, how much dilution you need. And then these are 2 different guides for you. So I'll take a breath here and have some of my water and let you take a look at that real quick. All right, and I'm sure as I'm going through, you're going to have tons of questions. So pop them in the comments if you're online here with me live, or in the comments on the recording. Okay, next, we're going to start to talk about ways that you can use essential oils for your kiddos. So as I've talked to people over the last number of years, 4 or 5 years, 2 things come up a lot, and it's focus and attention, you know, being able to focus in school, and also sleep. So let's talk about focus for kiddos and using essential oils. So there are 2 parts to manage the issue of focus. And number 1 is calming the mind and the body, and that is like the overactive behaviors. And then the second is energizing the brain for sluggish behaviors. So focus could be either 1 or number 2, or it could be both together simultaneously. So I researched all of this and have found lots and lots of great resources, and I've kind of compiled it here for you to use as you will. And I'm going to give you information about each number 1 and number 2, the overactive behaviors and the sluggish response, and give you oil recommendations for that. Sometimes there's rollers that come already pre-made, like Doterra has, that have oils from both categories, the overactive to calm the mind and body, and the energizing, has them both together in 1 bottle. In Tune Blend is one of those, and then the Thinker Focus Blend, which is one of the new I call them kid oils, but one of the new kid oils. You can get the whole set of this from Doterra. There's 6 oils, or you can buy them individually. So, goodness gracious, it's jumping. All right, calming. Let's talk about that. These are different recommendations of oils that you can use for calming, the calming number 1 piece, calming the mind and the body. Intune is a blend that has a lot of great oils in it. And a lot of people have had success with it. It is very odoriferous, and people tend to either love it or they don't. So it's one of those that you're going to have to try. It'll be a little trial and error to see. I have used it. My husband has used it. It really does work. It really does help your mind settle in to be able to zero in on like reading. And I'll tell you, when this first came out, when I first got it and ordered it, I put it on to read this book I was supposed to read. And I sat and I read and I read and I read, and I got up. It had been an hour, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is the longest I've ever sat and read anything ever. So I remember that when I really need to be focused on something. Roman chamomile, vetiver, is great for focus. There has been studies done recently that children that are having issues with focus that just smell vetiver in the mornings. It helps tremendously for them to focus throughout the day. So that brings me to this cool thing. This is a personal diffuser. And what it is, it looks like a little inhaler. It's a personal inhaler. And inside is like a piece of cotton. And you pop off the bottom and you just drop 1 or 2 drops of oil in this, and it has a little lid. Kiddos can carry it with them. It's almost like they use this for like Vicks breathing. I think you can get them in, something like that in the store, but you can use essential oils the same way. Some people like to put vetiver on this and the kiddos smell it throughout the day to bring down and calm down and refocus. You can use Breathe, which is great for congestion and breathing. You can use lavender or any other mood oil and make them in this individual little method for them just to take it and smell it throughout the day instead of giving a bottle of oil to your child. So that's a good way you can do that. Balance is my absolute favorite. I have issues with anxiety myself and stress, and I make rollers for Maddie out of the bottle. You can diffuse it. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. It smells very woodsy. It's very grounding. It's called the grounding blend, and it's got a lot of good stuff in it. Frankincense. If you have no other oil except one, frankincense, the king of oils, is the one to go with. Copaiba is amazing. This is a very calming oil that you can use. It's very similar to frankincense, a lot of the same methods and benefits as frank. Serenity is a nighttime blend. Some people use it during the day. So if you have kiddos that are really heightened and you really need to calm them down, using Serenity during the day and not just at night will do the trick. You can also put Serenity and Balance together, put it on their body, or diffuse it, and it's like a 1-2 punch. Very grounding, very calming. Lavender, the calming blend, steady blend, peace blend, those are all other blends that are pre-made that you can use, again, for calming. So calming could be during the day. It could be if there's a child having a tantrum. It could be diffusing at night. You could do sprays on the bedding or in the room. I have created many different versions of monster spray or ghost spray or scary under the bed stuff spray. And you can use any of these oils in with water in a glass spray bottle. And then they have their own room spray as well. Okay, hopefully that's helpful. Energizing, number 2, energizing. Peppermint, bergamot, lime, all citrus, energizing. Rosemary is another one. And then there's a lot of blends that are energizing as well. So if you have a kiddo who is blah, and maybe they're tired, maybe they stayed up too late, they had to spend the night and they're just not really with it the next day. Who knows? Any number of reasons. Maybe they had too much sugar and they are just dragging. These are oils that you can either diffuse or put on the body that can help energize. Peppermint's amazing. Again, for the older kiddos, any citrus is going to be great to diffuse. Diffuse it in the air, It's uplifting, it's helps with your mood, and it cleans the air. So it's great. I caution you about putting citrus on the body. A lot of people are sensitive to citrus if it goes on the body where the sun will shine. So they have a warning about sensitivity that don't put it on the body where sun will get to it within 12 hours of using it. So that kind of eliminates a lot of the time during the day. You can put it on at night, but you'd be careful about it energizing too much. I like to put it on places like on the stomach so that, the sun's not shining on that unless it's during the summer, or on the feet. So those are two good ways, and diffusing is amazing. Let's talk about sleep. I'm watching my time. I'm getting into the hour mark. Sleep. Diffuse, diffuse, diffuse. Or do sprays, or rub it on your pillow, or put it on the pajamas. Those are great ways to help with oils and sleep. Applying it to the body, like lavender, serenity, those oils, apply it on the feet, the neck, the wrists. Those are great places. On the back of the spine, down the spine, is another good way that you can use oils for sleep. Stress and sleep. So here's a good list for you. Stress can show up in all times, all different times. It could be anxiety for testing. It could be first day of school jitters. It could be kiddos. My daughter's in 4th grade, and they're all trying to figure out how to interact and work with each other. And that can be a challenge. And when all the self-esteem issues start coming in, that's a big deal too. Serenity, balance, vetiver, arbor vitae, frank, all of these are great oils for that calming mechanism. Doterra also has a full grouping of mood oils, and I love those for myself personally, and I've used them a lot to diffuse and to roll on Maddie. Things like Motivate, and it's a great blend. I rolled that on before I did this call with you guys. There's one called Console, another called Peace. We've used all of these with my daughter. They're amazing. And what I like to do is I have them, I let her smell them, and whatever she is drawn to is probably what she needs. That's kind of a rule of thumb that I personally have used. If it smells good, then you like it. There are great books that are available, and I can put links for you guys so you have it. There's apps online that are amazing. Modern Essentials, Oiled Life are both books that are really helpful, that you can look up a condition and see what it is you're trying to work with the oils to help with and support. And it'll tell you which oil, how much, and where to use it. So that's a lot of where my knowledge base has come from. So we have covered tons of stuff. Hopefully this has been helpful for you. I wanted to make sure I stayed focused on how to use oils with kids. And I've got all kinds of different pieces of information that I can give you, including different types of diffuser recipes that your kiddos might like. As I mentioned, I have a notes sheet that I'm putting together, and I will put this online. I'll give you a link, and you can download it. And it has in here different diffuser recipes for you. Different ways that you can use the oils. A lot of this information that I've shared with you on the screen today. So what's next? What's next for you? If you are currently not a Doterra wholesale customer, I really encourage you to order essential oils. Doterra is an excellent brand, as I mentioned to you earlier, and a trusted brand. All of their information about the company, they are debt-free. It's amazing. They've been in business. They are the largest essential oil company, and they are currently over $1 billion in revenue. And within the next 2 years, they're looking at $2 billion. So they are widely known, and they are really excellent in making sure the quality is there. So when you're talking about oils, you want to make sure you know what is in it and how you're using it with your children. I want to caution you too, be careful if you're buying essential oils over the internet, even doTERRA. People are selling oils on Amazon. You can get them there. They are cheaper, but you don't know what is going in that bottle. So be careful. I've heard of adulterated bottles being sold. What that means is, oils that have been used, they clean the bottle, they put other stuff in it, and you can buy lids that reseal. So when you open up that bottle and pop that lid, you may think that it's a brand new bottle, and it may not be. So just be careful. doTERRA on purpose has created the distribution method of buying oils from other people. And it is a way that you can get the education that you need. If you go to Kroger or Publix or whatever and buy an essential oil, you may buy a whole bottle of frankincense for $5, but you have no idea what's in it, and you don't really know how to use it, and you need people that can help you. So that's why I'm here. I love this. I love doing this. I love talking to people about oil and educating about oil. So if you do not have a wholesale account, that's what we need to get you set up with. And that is the way to go. We all buy wholesale. It is not a special thing that you have to be a business owner. You do not have to order monthly. There are no minimums and all the stuff that goes along with that. Other companies do that, but not doTERRA. You can simply join and set up an account, and it is a fee for $35. You can get set up, and then everything else, all the doTERRA products for the whole year are 25% or more off at wholesale. And that is actually the most effective way to go, cheapest way to go. We're all concerned about costs, and that is really what I encourage you to do. If you order with me and set up your account, and I will give you some link information on how to do that. If you do that within the next 48 hours, these are some things that you're going to be able to get. You will get your kit. It's kind of like going to shop at Costco. You pay a small little fee and you get everything at a discounted rate. That's what doTERRA is. I become your personal oil coach, and I make myself available to you and give you contact information to be able to get with me whenever you need. And so that is really a valuable service that I can provide. You will have access to my private Facebook oil group, where I get in and answer questions and post information and education. And I do that on a daily basis. So you will have access to that. And for those of you with new doTERRA accounts enrolling with me, I will also be sending you a thank you gift of a free bottle of wild orange. Amazing oil. Great for mood, great for cleaning the air, smells so yummy. And so I am happy that I'll be able to do that for you. Again, if you order your oils with me and set up your account in the next 48 hours. And then here are ways you can find me. Connect with me, please. MasterEssentialOils.com is my blog and podcast. I have, I think, 7 episodes at this point. AskDanaMitchell@gmail is my email. Please reach out to me if you have questions, if I can help you set up your oil account. If you don't know what to order, we can have a call, and I've listed here a way that you can connect with me and have a free oil consultation with me. Click that, we'll go to the link, and there are dates and times, and you can go ahead and schedule right then. You don't have to wait to hear from me. MyDoTerra.com/Dana Mitchell is a link directly to my oil page, my oil doTERRA account, that you can order oils retail or wholesale from me. So that's important to know. And then Facebook.com/masteroils is how you can connect in Facebook. So I really, really hope that this has been helpful for you. And I have loved doing this for you. I'm going to do more classes. This has taken about an hour. We haven't really had a lot of people jump on because, again, it's at Saturday during the day. In the spring, it's beautiful outside. But please, please comment, ask your questions. I will get back with you. If you have specific questions that are personal and you do not want to do that publicly, contact me with askdanamitchell@gmail.com, or better yet, schedule one of these free oil consultations with me. That would be so fun. It would be so fun. We can chat about oils and figure out what is going to be best for you. So let me double check and make sure we don't have anything else going on here. Thank you again for joining me. This is my first one, so very excited to do this and look forward to doing more of these classes with you and for you. So hopefully you guys will have an awesome day. Feel free to share this information with your friends and family. Bring them into my private oil group if you would like. Message me for details on that, and then they can view this. So y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you again. I appreciate all the support and love hanging out with you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you.